What I have in store for you, chosen ones, is not only a message, it is a revelation from God. It is no coincidence that you are currently viewing this video. God has brought you here because you are going to experience something spectacular on camera as it unfolds in your life. Yes, you heard correctly. You cannot afford to miss it because it is taking place in public for everyone to observe. You're transitioning from desire to possessing. The same things you have been wishing for, praying for, and waiting for are now becoming a reality rather than just far-off dreams. This is a spiritual and energy metamorphosis that is going to completely alter your life, not merely a mental adjustment. I need you to do 3 things before we dive into this life-changing message. Hit the like button to increase the energy of this divine revelation. Subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, as your support is crucial to this. And leave a comment with the number 55, as this will send a strong signal to the universe and increase the energy of this moment. And keep in mind that you will watch this entire video if you are genuinely a chosen one. Your spirit already understands deep down that you are the recipient of this message. Your life will never be the same for those who accept it, but you could not live to the end if you are not prepared to receive it. There are no doubts that this is taking place and that it will be captured on camera for the world to see. Let's get started so you don't miss it. It is taking place. This is just the beginning. Hit subscribe now and step into your calling. Your breakthrough starts here. God's word is unequivocal and clear. A huge event is coming up, and it won't be concealed this time. The chosen ones are about to enter the light, and the entire world will watch as their significance is revealed in real time on video. This is a worldwide awakening that will be documented and disseminated, not merely a personal change. God has personally chosen you to be a part of this magnificent spectacle. Therefore, you should not miss your part in this holy revelation. Are you prepared to assume the role that God has planned for you? The fact that everyone can see the unmistakable signals that preceded this change is what makes this moment so remarkable. But because God has chosen you with purpose, rather than by accident, only those who have the ability to see will fully comprehend the enormity of what is about to happen. As the world looks on in wonder, here is your moment to rise with conviction and purpose. This moment is the realization of a divine promise, not merely a chance occurrence. You will begin to notice the difference when the world around you starts to change. You will experience a profound, indisputable connection with the higher force as the very fabric of reality appears to quake. Your purpose is becoming more apparent, and you are supposed to give this adventure your all. This event is happening for you, not simply for the rest of the globe. The symptoms are already showing up. Did you sense it? The divine movement has arrived, resembling the rumbling of a storm building on the horizon. Waiting is no longer an option. Now is the moment to take action. God's message is very clear. Get ready for a huge change that is about to happen. You are invited to be at the vanguard of a divine breakthrough that is not only a spiritual awakening, but also a worldwide shift. Even though the indications are first faint, they become more pronounced as time goes on in your life. You might experience epiphanies or a profound spiritual awakening that calls you to deepen your relationship with God and your purpose. These are not merely passing emotions, rather, they are indications, heavenly prods intended to get you ready for the part you are supposed to play. You may see weird, inexplicable happenings in the lives of spiritual leaders and leaders, as well as sudden shifts in the world around you. These events are God's method of telling us that a shift is coming. Trust the signs inside of you. Don't wait for the outside world to tell you it's happening. The Holy Spirit is at work in your life, pushing you to take up the challenge, which is why you are experiencing these emotions and these times of urgency. You are prepared for what lies ahead, even though the rest of the world is not, and it is no coincidence that you are receiving this message at this time. The purpose of God's divine plan for the selected ones is not to be concealed in obscure places. It is at this time that God's truth will be made public. The world will witness the signs, the changes, and the breakthroughs. Everyone will witness what is taking place, but only those who have been selected will fully comprehend its immense significance. Are you ready to rise in glory and be among those who perceive the heavenly light? Consider the ancient prophets and spiritual teachers who were frequently misinterpreted, disregarded, or even turned away. However, the world knew when their time had arrived. Now, the same divine design is in action. Even though you might be having some doubts, have faith that God has a much bigger purpose for you than you could have ever dreamed. For God's glory, not your own, now is your moment to shine. When the chosen ones are exposed, the world will see first-ever happenings. While many will witness it, few will fully comprehend its tremendous significance. It will happen in a way that is unmistakable on the global stage in front of cameras. You are supposed to recognize these indications and sense their veracity in your spirit. You will see it clearly, even if the rest of the world doesn't. Some people will continue to be unaware of what is going on around them as the indications appear. You, God's chosen one, are unique. Many are called, but few will answer. Few will understand the significance of the indications God is giving. In a manner that others cannot, you have been selected to see these signs and comprehend their meaning. You will sense the spiritual change that is occurring deep within you, a stirring in your heart that leads you to the truth, while others may gaze and marvel. You are able to see this moment because of God's grace, not because of your own strength. You have a divine opportunity to rise and lead in a way that has never been seen before. Many people will miss the divine truth as it unfolds because they are too distracted by the outside world or are too blind to notice the indications, but you will be the exception. Your spirit will be prepared to accept the part that God has planned for you. Your eyes will be open and your heart will be open. Your call to action is this: unpredictable developments among international leaders will be among the first indications that God is getting ready for this change. Once seen as pillars of stability, these leaders may unexpectedly rise or fall in ways that defy reason. Power dynamics will change, and unexpected alliances will form. These are the indicators from God that something much bigger is happening. These events are the indications that God is revealing to the selected ones, despite the temptation to think of them as random occurrences. Leaders you formerly trusted can suddenly disappear, and other people will appear out of nowhere and gain influence and authority. Although these changes could be startling, they will be evidence that the divine shift is about to happen. The selected ones are here to see personally how God is at work in the very structures of our reality, not only in the spiritual realm. You will start to notice God's hand at work during these unpredictable times. Remain vigilant when you experience the shock waves of these occurrences, since this is God's method of getting you ready for the bigger change that lies ahead. You, the chosen one, are the one for whom these signs are intended, not everyone else. You have been given access to secret information and prophecies that have up to now remained undisclosed. These ancient predictions will start to come to light while the world waits in wonder, and they will be revealed in ways that are both astounding and motivating. People have been talking about the revelation of hidden truths for millennia. Now is the moment. In anticipation of the day when the chosen ones will be able to hear and comprehend them, these prophecies have been meticulously stored and transmitted down the generations. You are being called to embrace this information now that the time has come. For you, the truth will be indisputable, even if many will contest the revelation of these hidden prophecies, and some may write them off as imagination. You already know deep down that you are destined for something more, something that has been divinely planned, and the predictions will confirm this. There are a lot of opportunities and responsibilities at this time. Few are selected to see and comprehend the signs that are being conveyed, despite the fact that many are called. It is a matter of faith and preparedness. Not everyone will be able to observe or comprehend the changes that are taking place in the world. Are you prepared to assume your position as one of the selected individuals? The call is difficult. It calls for selflessness, concentration, and a close relationship with God. It entails turning off the outside world and paying attention to the heavenly whispers that lead you. Those who act, get up, and accept the role that God has prepared for them are the chosen ones, not those who just wait around. Your faith, your dedication, and your willingness to serve are all put to the test at this time. Whether you are willing to take the initiative is more important than your ability. The world will see your ascent if you are prepared, and everyone will be impacted. You will start to notice unavoidable spiritual alterations and sensations when the divine transformation takes place. God's presence is stirring you to align with His plan through these sensations. You might experience a great sense of inner calm, or occasionally a strong desire to take action. These spiritual encounters are not arbitrary. Rather, they are God's method of getting you ready for the future. You might have a strong desire to become closer to God and give your all to His will. An overpowering sense of thankfulness, as though your very soul is awakening to a higher truth, could be the manifestation of this inner calling. Have faith in these emotions, as they are the heavenly prelude that will lead you to your destiny. You are not alone in experiencing these changes. Others will also go through them, though not everyone will see them for what they are. The only person who will understand that these changes are a part of the divine plan that is currently taking place is you, the chosen one. This is just the beginning. Hit subscribe now and step into your calling. Your breakthrough starts here. God will not confine His signs to a select few people or sporadic occurrences. A spiritual awakening, followed by potent religious movements and rituals, will occur on a worldwide scale. These worldwide rites will act as external expressions of the divine transformation. Once these ceremonies start, the world will be different. These rituals can take many different forms, such as the emergence of new spiritual practices, impromptu meetings of religious leaders, or significant spiritual occurrences. Even though these occurrences could appear strange or out of the ordinary, they are actually a clear indication of the divine metamorphosis taking place. These ceremonies won't be chance events for the selected ones. Rather, they will speak directly to your spirit, confirming that you are in harmony with God's will and prepared to contribute to the worldwide awakening. The chosen one's responsibility is to lead, not merely observe the change. God has invited you to take the lead during this moment of transformation and serve as a lighthouse for those who are still in the dark. As you confidently and powerfully move into your mission, your words, deeds, and presence will matter. With faith and clarity, the selected ones will rise above the chaos as the world undergoes its upheaval. In times of uncertainty, your leadership will motivate people by offering direction, hope, and guidance. You are being set up to be a force for good, sharing the truth and love of God with those who most need it. Being a leader in this divine transition is about service and humility, not about fame or power. Your leadership will serve as a testament to God's grace at work, and the world will look up to you. Keep an eye out for the emergence of unexpected leaders, people who seem to come out of nowhere and suddenly have a lot of power and influence. These leaders will have a far greater impact than anyone could have imagined because they are bearing messages and signs from God. They may encounter difficulties along the way, but it is precisely these difficulties that will give them the courage and insight to lead others through this period of change. The arrival of these leaders is interpreted by the chosen as a divine indication that the moment for transformation has arrived. Take note of these indicators and allow them to direct you toward the accomplishment of God's plan, knowing that even while these indications may not always be immediately clear or simple to interpret, divine discernment will ultimately make their true meaning clear. The chosen ones are being called to comprehend these signs before they completely materialize. This is your chosen call to action. Don't wait for the outside world to validate what God has already shown you. It takes patience and faith to see these indications. God will guide you, but it is your responsibility to heed His instructions and have faith in the signs He sends. Don't allow uncertainty to cloud your judgment. Now is your time to take action, get up, and participate in the divine metamorphosis. Your sense of urgency will increase as you become aware of these indicators. The time has come for the selected ones to fulfill their divine duty, and they must move quickly. The chosen ones are coming out of concealment and into the light. You won't stay in the dark any longer. The world will soon see you rise. This is your chance to shine and accept the recognition that God is bringing your way. It is not a time to be scared or unsure. For this moment, God has prepared you, and you will rise with grace and strength. Your responsibility is public as well as spiritual. People will see you, hear you speak, and be motivated by what you do. The world will realize that you have been selected at this point. It's time to embrace the attention that is coming your way and step into your divine calling. Get ready for the spotlight. You're prepared. Humanity will be affected by God's power, which will awaken hearts, change viewpoints, and bring peace to formerly turbulent areas. There will be a significant spiritual change worldwide as a result of this healing and uplifting divine energy. In ways they have never done before, people will start to doubt their preconceived notions, look for a more profound truth, and align themselves with God's will. The world is about to see a breakthrough that has never been witnessed before. The chosen ones are already being prepared for what lies ahead by the indicators that are already present. The world will see this breakthrough, but only those who have been selected will fully comprehend its importance. Be prepared, for everything will change with God's breakthrough. While there are many opportunities at this time, there are also many responsibilities. The world is waiting for you to reach your full potential and live out the purpose that has been assigned to you. The world as a whole benefits from this discovery, not just you. You are prepared to accept this magnificent moment, so move forward with faith. The heavenly road that awaits you is a calling that has been especially designed for you. It is more than merely a travel. You are the person you are today because every action you have taken up until this point has been intentional. The time has come for you to fulfill your unique purpose. God has prepared you specifically, leading you through a sequence of trials and victories that have given you the strength to rise at this crucial juncture. You discover a strength within yourself that you were unaware of when you accept your role as the chosen one. As you become aware of the strength that has been ingrained in you, any doubts and anxieties you may have had will start to diminish. All of your actions have brought you to this precise moment, not by chance, but because you have the spiritual fortitude, discernment, and bravery to guide. During a period of unparalleled transformation, you have been selected for this moment. Now more than ever, the world needs you. You play a public as well as a spiritual role. You are destined to shine brightly in the physical world, as well as ascend in the invisible realms. God is setting you up to lead others as they discover their own divine mission by serving as an example of heavenly power and honesty. This moment is the result of the preparation you have undergone. God has given you your divine preparation, so now is the time to truly embrace it. Stepping into the fullness of your intended self is a valuable opportunity. The world is waiting for you to take your place, so don't be hesitant or question your value. You are prepared for this tremendous role. Accept your role because it was specifically designed for you by God. Everything depends on timing, and God always provides everything just so. You are getting a front row seat to the biggest spiritual revolution in history, even though the world may not be aware of it. Divine timing is at work, playing out right before your eyes. God's plan is exact, deliberate, and occurring at the perfect time. It is not haphazard. We are called to understand the significance of timing as the chosen ones. Everything that happens fits into the bigger picture that God has in mind. Even though it might seem that the world is going faster than you can keep up with, know that God is in charge of everything. Everything you have gone through up to this point has been preparing you for this very moment, and every moment is a part of a greater divine story. Even if you can't always see it, everything that happens for you is part of God's perfect plan when you trust in divine timing. The finest part is still to come. You will start to notice how everything is fitting together when these indicators appear. You will see how much God has been working behind the scenes, putting everything in motion for the selected ones to come into their destiny, and events will line in ways you never thought imaginable, like watching the pieces of a huge puzzle fall into place. Now is the moment to trust the process and have faith in it. Time as we know it does not apply to God's purpose. When you believe in divine timing, you realize that everything is happening precisely as it should, even if it does not make sense to you right now. Recognize that this is your moment and that you are at the right position at the right time as the world changes. The universe contains hidden truths that are only waiting to be revealed by the chosen ones. These predictions are emerging from the shadows, intended exclusively for the spiritually alert. You might experience a profound awakening, as though some truths are starting to surface in ways that are only understandable to you. Your spiritual journey includes these revelations. Therefore, they are not arbitrary. After centuries of being passed down in whispers and ancient books, these secrets are finally being revealed to the world, and they are here to empower, lead, and illuminate your journey. You already own the secret facts that are just waiting to be revealed. You are capable of receiving and comprehending the divine mysteries that will get you ready for the change that lies ahead. Since God has selected you to possess this knowledge, it is your duty to impart it to those who are prepared to receive it. A new era, founded on heavenly wisdom and truth, will begin with the revelation of these predictions. In order to help others discover their divine destiny, it is time for you to accept these truths as your own. Those who are prepared to rise are being called to a spiritual awakening that is taking place. For those who are ready to accept the divine invitation being given at this very moment, this is a call to action. Whether they were subtle insights or strong energy spikes that steered you in the direction of your actual purpose, you have sensed the beginnings of this awakening within yourself. This awakening, in whatever shape it takes, is intended to help you advance and realize your full potential. The spiritual awakening is a shared experience rather than merely a personal one. As the selected individuals assume their responsibilities, they will encourage others to follow suit. Your answer to this call is going to change the world. The time has come for you to completely realize your purpose and become the leader you were meant to be. There are indications that the world is changing everywhere, from the emergence of unexpected leaders to the shifting balance of power in the world. The sudden shifts in leadership and the emergence of previously unnoticed individuals are unmistakable signs that the old systems are collapsing and a new generation of leaders is taking over. Thus, what may appear to be chaos is actually a divine design. During this time of transformation, the chosen are being called to assume leadership roles and mentor others. You have to step up when the chosen ones notice these indicators. It's time to use your influence for the greater good. It's no longer enough to watch helplessly while the world changes. Have faith that you are being ready to assume the position that God has reserved for you. You will have a stronger desire to remain near God in the face of upheaval and uncertainty. This is a divine reminder to stay on your spiritual path, not just a fleeting emotion. Sometimes the world can be too much to handle, but your relationship with God will be your compass during those times. If you want to achieve your divine mission, you must stay near Him. You will experience intense spiritual feelings as a result of this change, which will inspire you to pursue God in hitherto unexplored ways. Your path will become clearer as you get closer to God, enabling you to fulfill your purpose. This is just the beginning. Hit subscribe now and step into your calling. Your breakthrough starts here. You can have the need to withdraw into introspection, prayer, and a close relationship with God. You must accept a continuous relationship with God during times when the outside world feels overpowering. The instruments that will enable you to move through the transition with poise and assurance are these heavenly prods. Have faith in the strength of this relationship, as it will lead you through every obstacle and every advantage during this time of change. Maintaining a close relationship with God is imperative. It is not optional. You're getting ready for a role that calls for unflinching faith, faith that will deepen with each interaction. You will continue to experience unexpected things around you. These are not chance events. Rather, they are heavenly messages from God. Every unexpected turn and twist is meant to enlighten you to a more profound reality. You will be able to see the bigger picture, a world that is directed by God's flawless, deliberate plan, as you identify and put these divine jigsaw pieces together. This is your last chance to believe in God's invitation, a significant turning point in the selected ones' lives. Your divine path depends on your ability to recognize the indications that God has placed in front of you. Put your faith in His invitation. Pay attention to the subtle but clear indications and align yourself with the divine plan that is intended for you. Your life will undergo a significant change as a result of doing this, one that will bring you closer to your actual purpose and calling. You can live a life of divine truth, leadership, and enduring transformation by accepting God's invitation with unshakable trust.